Welcome back to Daybreak. It is 17 minutes past 7. Thanks for staying with us here on the show. Let It Be Art is a dramatic journey of humor, boldness, and fervor of the man heralded as the elder statesman of American theater. And of course, here with details of the production. He's here in Cayman, of course, the actor himself, Ronald Rand. Good morning.
Thank you, thank you. It's lovely to be here on this beautiful island of Cayman.
Well, thanks for coming.
Appreciate it.
We're happy to have you here.
Well, it's a joy. I've never been to the Caribbean before, so It's my first time, and it's actually my 22nd country that I've been to on tour with my show now. I've been doing it 14 years all over the world. I was just in Belgrade just a couple of weeks ago, and before that in Zimbabwe.
Wow.
And so I get to travel quite a bit with the show.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Thank
I'm
you.
quite jealous, actually.
Well, it's been an amazing blessing because the show is about compassion. It's about living your life to the fullest potential in a way that's been my dream. So it's sort of like Thoreau said, live your dream, and that's what I've been doing.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit more in depth about the show.
Sure. I bring to life Harold Clurman. Harold Clurman was the founder of the group theater with Lee Strasberg and Cheryl Crawford. It was America's most important theater in the 1930s. For the first time in America, an acting company put life on stage. And Harold Clurman was America's greatest drama critic, but also he was one of the most passionate human beings you could ever meet in your life. And he's insanely funny too. He tells the greatest stories. So the show that I do has great humor and great passion. And also he says to his audience, you know, it's up to you how you shape your daily life. And that's truly what it's about.
What do you do to actually get in character?
Well, actually, I spend over 2 hours preparing. And I get into makeup because I bring Harold Clurman to life at 79 years old.
Wow.
And I was 17 when I studied with him. So I was very fortunate. And he went on to become one of America's most important directors, and he directed people like Marlon Brando. And you meet people like Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis and Marlon Brando in the show, too.
Now, tell us a little bit more as to, it is a one-man play.
Yes.
What are the pros and cons of that? Because you don't necessarily have the audience to work with, I guess.
Well, yes, you do. And you also have the spirits of, in a sense, the elders cursing through you. Because one of the things that happens to me in my transformation is that, in a way, Harold enters me. And I'm just along for the ride. So when people come to see Harold Clurman, they're actually going to meet Harold Clurman. And that's one of the joys I have.
Now, you will be hosting a workshop during your time here on island.
Yes, yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, it's called The Art of Transformation, and I've been teaching it all over the world, and it is the only workshop in the world that actually uses the chart, the method of physical actions that Stanislavski gave my teacher, Stella Adler, back in the 30s. And so I'm able to talk about how to transform yourself into another human being. And I'm going to be doing it down at the Hartwell Theater, of course, and the performances are on March 27th and 28th. And then the workshop is the day before I leave, next Tuesday. And I do want to, of course, if I may, thank Cayman Airways, and I want to thank Holiday Inn and Coconut Car Rentals, because they've really made this whole possibility an occasion to celebrate.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now, you're not only an actor, but with acting, it's a part of art.
Yes.
So with that, you paint as well, and you also write.
Yes.
I do have a clip of your newspaper here as well.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that real quick.
Well, 15 years ago, I founded The Soul of the American Actor. It's the only newspaper in America about the art and craft of the actor and the art of the theater. And I felt in a country like America, or in the world, and I believe my paper is the only one in the world that actually talks about the process of the craft of the actor. And so I've been doing it, and in it have been people like Derek Walcott. And I am going to have Henry Matu, of course, in the paper too. And it really goes into the process, and also shares articles. For example, Kevin Spacey is in that one. And it really gives people a whole broad spectrum. But if you go to my website, soulamericanactor.com, you'll find that it's 5 times as big as the printed issue.
Now, people, people out there, they're always interested in artwork, as well as they are aspiring artists out there that possibly don't necessarily have, I wouldn't say the drive, but the urge to actually go out there sometimes and take advantage of what's offered. What would you say to someone like that?
Well, it's really up to you to realize your fullest potential. That's what the play's about. It's what I began acting when I was 3.5 years old, and I've been acting my whole life, doing hundreds of movies and TV shows, and of course touring with my show 14 years now. but every day you have an opportunity to fill yourself with the possibilities that are unlimited in the universe. So if you decide that you do want to get up in front of people, you sort of learn how to control your nerves and also share your gifts.
All right. Well, possibilities are out there for you as well. Thank you so much for coming on the show this morning.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
And good luck this week as well with your show here in the Cayman Islands.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, everyone. Tomorrow, as well as on Thursday, or rather today and on Thursday, 8 p.m., Hartwell Theater, $25. This today, right? Just to confirm. $15 for children. Arts at Cayman, artcayman.org is the email, as well as the number there on your screen. All right, well, after the break, get the details on the Easter benefit concert. Stay with us. We'll be right back.